Hey everybody, how are you doing? This is Lorraine from the Sacred Alchemist 1111. I hope that each and every one of you guys are not doing too bad. This is just going to be an energy check-in reading just to see how the collective is doing. I was going to be doing the follow-up to the video that I had done with regards to the message regarding CERN and Lord Shiva, but I just felt that it was just kind of like too intense, like the energies was a bit sort of too kind of like I just needed to kind of shift the focus slightly, because I don't want it to be sort of like all to do with like negative stuff. I want it to sort of like, I need to kind of like turn things around. We need to kind of balance things out. Yes, we know that we are surrounded by a lot of darkness and, you know, a lot of issues and stuff like that that really has nothing to do with us, although in a sense it does. But at the same time, we are living a human experience, and it's about our mental health, it's about our wellness at the same time. And also it's just like we have to still sort of like stick with be in the present moment and see what we've got going on within us right now, what's in front of us right now, not what is beyond our reach that we can't get there right now. In order for us to get over there, we have to deal with her first. Just what I'm saying, like where we are right now, centered and in alignment. So I will be doing the follow-up at a later, either today is Tuesday, so probably Wednesday or Thursday, or I might do it probably Saturday. All right, God willing. Thank you guys to everybody for your comments. Thank you so much for your likes and your subscriptions to the channel, your donations. It is so much appreciated. And I'm so pleased to see so much progress with you all during these tough times. And if nobody hasn't told you today, you're doing great. Keep going. You're amazing. All right. So, oh gosh, I was going to say something and I totally forgot what I was going to say, but it's all right. It's not too bad. It's fine. I'm not even going to put pressure on myself to try and really, you know when you sort of like have to be mindful about, your well-being, all right, your pressure, not trying to sort of like put toxicity upon yourself, especially when you are dealing with a lot going on. Oh yeah, that's it. It's the eclipse that's coming up, solar eclipse that's coming up this week. So I do feel that it's a lot of, really getting into our manifestation modes, getting our thinking caps on, being very creative, and also just really trying to close out a lot of cycles before we really start to step in. I'm also picking up that it's like you really just don't have time for it now. And what I mean by that, it's the like your tolerance levels, your energy, you are not allowing your energy to go towards certain things or to deal with, like certain people anymore. And even like what's going on, it's like, no, I'm not being funny. I don't mean to sound heartless, but you just don't really care. You just get that kind of energy, you get that kind of vibe. It's like, you know what, I don't really care. Right now, I've got to deal with what's right in front of my, with what's going on in front of my lap. That's my main thing. Even as far as what's going on with the person that you're dealing with, which is your DM, it's like, I'm not sounding heartless or anything. Yes, the love is there. Yes, the compassion is there. But it's like, I can't care about that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't care about that right now. I need to kind of like focus on my well-being. I need to relax. I need to be in a space within a space where I can just float all day, just for a few hours, just to take myself away from all of this and just stay in the present moment. Please, can I just be allowed to do that for just one day, even if it's half a day, So, we're just kind of, I'm just kind of sensing that within the group. Everybody is just really trying to find their feet. I was going to sort of like talk about And as I did mention it before, with the way how we're going to be going into next year, because there's a lot of things that we are sort of looking into. And especially if you're feeling that way, if you're feeling a bit off key. Now, don't forget, we do have Venus that's going to be going into retrograde next month as well. So, like, you know, and it's just like, not being horrible, but the love ain't there. It's not really the love side. It's about the practical side. It's about doing things that needs to be done. All right. So you may not be feeling, you know, that great, or there could be issues in that you need to be working towards, and, you know, just trying to live through each day can be a bit of a challenge. So yes, the tensions, the energies, the frequencies are just a little bit all over the place. And this is why it's very important to really stay grounded, stay in the moment. And hence this is why I'm just going to do this reading and just see where we are at, okay? It's really important, guys, to make sure that you are in communication with people who are on your level. Even if you are not sort of, like, say, like, if they could be in, you know, different part of the world or whatever, but they vibe with you. Okay, it's really important to kind of make sure that you are taking care of the connection that you've got with people who care about you. All right, they may not know you, but it doesn't stop them caring about you. Do you understand? It doesn't stop them from sending out the love towards you. All right. So even though, you know, you're living in an environment or a household where you're just the only one who's like the light bulb and everybody else is just sort of like full of darkness, that can be draining on your energies. All right. It's only going to be a matter of time. So you need to kind of pace yourself out. Forgive yourself. It's okay if you get one of those days where you just really don't want to talk to anybody, or you just feel like just saying, you know, just fuck off. I just don't really care. I don't really give a shit. I don't fucking care. I'm just like, you know, and it's like, you just need to process these emotions, all right? So it's really trying to identify what energy belongs to you from what energy doesn't belong to you, and then just working through that energy, working through those moments, try to seal it off, heal it off, transmute it and let it go. So it's a lot to do, you know, a bit of shadow work as well. Anytime you get that kind of vibe, and especially when you do get that feeling within your heart that you really want to sort of, again, you want to say to certain people, like, see, I told you so, you know, this is kind of like holding back on that and on saying certain things like that, because everybody is entitled to their opinion, yes, but it's like nobody seems to want to respect your opinions or your feelings or your you know, your reaction to certain things that's going on. All right, so I feel that this is where you really need to kind of like protect yourself and reach out and talk to people in your tribe, or even, you know, within any kind of social media that you're on. We need to kind of like band together and tighten up our connection, our units even more, because I know next year, and as I keep saying, and everyone else is saying as well, look, it ain't going to be pretty next year. I'm going to keep it as real as possible. But that does not stop you from wanting to be positive minded, okay? Focused on your happiness and your love, because it's the love that's going to help you and carry you through this time, all right? And if we all have that same kind of mentality, there could be a day when you're feeling down, and then another feminine, another soul mate, another soul buddy can turn around and just alleviate that pressure. So I feel that really moving forward, this is about alleviating the kind of energies from us one way or another, because we will only have ourselves and each other really at the end of the day, because there's just so much opposition. But it's all good, all right? I'm still going through my own process as well, especially when it comes to dealing with other people outside of my circle, outside of my own sort of the way how I see reality. But you have a right to kind of speak up for yourself. Don't be a wimp for anybody, but at the same time, don't be sort of like in this aggressive kind of energy either. All right, it's just a very kind of weird kind of energy. All right, and again, this is why it's important to kind of take the time out from, you know, the battlefield as the light warriors that we are, and just sit down and just chill for a bit. All right, we got to have that beautiful balance amongst the chaos. So now I've got a new deck that I'm using. I think you guys would have seen that one before. This is the Light Grey Tarot. And this is one that I bought ages ago and I never use it. I've only just taken off the wrapper today. It's called the Cosmos Tarot and Oracle deck. This deck is very different from the normal Oracle and Tarot decks that I use. So yeah, it's just literally the first time I'm using this, so I'll be using it through my intuition. I just felt drawn to kind of pull this deck because I know it's like we're dealing with a lot of like cosmic stuff now. Do you know what I mean? And I feel that as we're stepping into ourselves, we're getting into balancing out our own feminine and masculine energies. We are uniting within ourselves. We're realizing that there's a lot more to us as divine celestial beings that meets the third eye. Okay, you are definitely more than a divine feminine. I'll tell you that now. You really are, and you're gonna realize that. I see 11:11 as I just said that. You're gonna realize that in days, weeks, months to come. I'm telling you that. I'm being truthful. You're definitely more than a divine feminine. Okay, so let's start off with a nice little healing mantra. Just kind of ease, have an easy kind of reading, all right? Nothing too strenuous, hardly any negative stuff. If it comes up in the reading, it comes up in the reading, and we'll just deal with it as best we can, right? Opening my mind, but protecting it at the same time, all right? Opening my mind, but protecting it at the same time, all right? I feel that you're becoming more in this feeling of like, okay, well, especially when it comes to the difference of opinion I'm hearing, okay? It pays to be more open-minded. And we have got, I allow myself to see beyond my beliefs and ideas. Let me tell you something. Take note of this. Opening my mind. So I feel you're going to definitely need to keep an open mind for things that are going to be coming into your awareness over the next few days, weeks and months, and going into the years as well. It's going to require this and a lot of bravery and a lot of faith. All right, just saying. Right, next cards that we have. Oh God, sorry. All the cards are just wanting to just spill out. So much to say. Next card that we've got for the beautiful guys. All right, we have got the light is always within me. This is what I'm saying about you being a light bulb. All right. No, I'm not insulting you. Sorry, darlings, but you are the lantern. You are the light beacon. You are the homing beacon. To send others home for those who want to follow you, so that they can find the path within, for themselves and step on their own path to, salvation. Sorry, was it the road to redemption? I'm finding it, I'm working my way through a lot of letting go where other people's choices are concerned as well. Sometimes, especially when it comes to family and friends, people that you care about, or if you are somebody who really cares about humanity and where they're going and everything like that, sometimes it can really get to you. I'm a Cancer rising, so with that being said, it's kind of like, we've got that kind of nurturing kind of feminine water energy, and it's quite emotional as well. So I'm just really trying to learn how to balance that out with my sun sign Libra. All right. So yeah, the light is within me, and it says anchor in the light. So this is you. You are just holding the space, holding the sacred space for everybody. Definitely holding the space. And you're trusting. I feel that you really are trusting yourself. You're trusting your guides now. For some of you that were sort of doubting, I think as time's going by, you're no longer doubting things now. It's like the shit's becoming real now. It really is becoming real. We have got sharing shame. As I said, it's okay if you have a day of when you just feel really pissed off. It's okay, my loves, if you just feel like, I can't fucking do this. I've had enough. I want to go and sit down. I need a drink. I need to smoke something. You know, I need to sit down. I need to just really be in a different place from where I am right now. It's okay. And not only that, you see, when it comes to doing, I feel that we just got more shadow work to do. And I feel that for some of us, it's really, you know what, I'm hearing that the ego runs deep. That's sad. That's a real shame for us. The ego runs deep. If we try and get rid of that stuff, it will just lighten our loads a lot more easier. And on the other side, it says, when I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. All right? So you don't have to be, you know, it's like just, again, standing in your authenticity. Welcome and surrender. Okay? Surrendering to everything. It's just like, you know something, universe, take me now. Let's just go. All right? Tell me all the things that I need to know. I'm open to receive all of the frequencies and vibrations that my little, you know, 3D body can handle before it starts to get those DNA upgrades, you know. And then we have got, there is no problem, only destiny is being revealed. So this is why I said, I just felt that, I'm not being funny, it's great doing those kind of channeled kind of readings and stuff like that, that talks about things that are quite galactic-y and, you know, it's really, really out there. But I know that not everybody is kind of like, sometimes people aren't really kind of ready to kind of hear that stuff. All right, because as I said, we're all in different timelines. All right, and this is about being mindful about how everything is. I'm not trying to say that everybody's sort of like, you know, little weak babies and nothing like that. No way, no way. But you see, when it comes to mental health, that's a very fragile topic, and you can't sort of like expect everybody to sort of like, you know, get everything straight away. I do a hell of a lot of research, just as I know that, and wouldn't be surprised if, you know, many of you do. In between, you living your lives. Some of you are mums, some of you are wives, some of you have got like elderly relatives or, you know, young children to look after. And these people are just like, you know, they're in their kind of like fear-based mode, and oh, they're watching the news and oh my God, like, you know, this, is and the other. And you're trying your hardest to stay sane, spiritual, and, you know, not getting yourself thrown in jail. All right, because you just want to, you know, just lash out at stuff and just say, look, just chuck that TV away. It's about people's free will when they're ready. You know what I'm saying? So again, it was just like, you know, we just kind of have to, yeah, just be mindful, man. Be mindful. Yeah, so this is the healing mantra. So I was going to say something else. You know, we're going to say something else, and again, like the mind just goes. All right. So the next deck we have is the Love and Light deck. This is from my friend, a fellow divine feminine, who created this deck, and it's just so lovely. And I felt it was so appropriate to use this deck for this reading. I just feel that we need a little nurturing, a little love me time. All right. Take Care Tuesday. I am on to the next step of my healing. Yay! I told you I love this deck. I'm on to the next step of my healing. Take your time with it. There's no right way. There's no wrong way in kind of like rushing to, you know, to, oh, because somebody may have ascended to the next level. Somebody may have gone into union with their partner. Somebody may have actually stepped away from their DM and ended up going towards a new soulmate, and they're getting married or whatever. Like, you know, we hear all these stories. And as much as I absolutely love hearing about you guys' success. I love hearing about the progress, as well as other people's, you know, amazing stories. I'm always reminded that it gives me the inspiration to know that I can do what I set myself out to do, because it helps me to stay in alignment and recognize and remember my own goals. Because we all have different paths to walk on, all right? So again, I'm on to the next step of my healing. That next step for you is going to be a different step for me. And then that will be a different step for somebody else, okay? But the healing is still the same. Healing is still healing. Next card that we have got is... I accept all of me. Everything, warts and all. Now, again, this is like you having to sort of like, again, go in with the shadow work. And sometimes, I mean, I speak from experience. I found it difficult to kind of accept all of me. At one stage, I actually hated like the way how I looked, and also the sound of my voice. I hated it. I think growing up, I was always somebody that had a lot of people that would say to me, oh, look, where are you from? And, you know, they would sort of like always stare at me. And I was thinking, like, why would they want to know where I'm from? You know, I'm from London. No, I don't mean London. I mean, like, where are your parents from? Where are you really from? And it would be like, well, isn't it just fine for me to say that I'm from London? Is that's not good enough? And I used to kind of like get really kind of like bothered by it. And in the end, I never liked myself for it. But it was just them. So obviously going through a lot of self-reflection and everything like that, you kind of have to accept who you are. Because I always said to myself, well, if I didn't look like how I did, I wouldn't get all of these questions. If I didn't sound the way how I did, I wouldn't be feeling like I do. All right. So we've all had our times, our moments when we've never really accepted, all of us, or the fact that, we might be too short, we wish we was taller or slimmer, and it just, the list goes on and on, isn't it? I am illumination. All right. I am illumination. Really focusing on that energy of being very much in awareness. The moment that you really surrendered to the universe and started to receive these blessings and the awakening that you've received, you just see yourself in a different light, and you can never go back again. Once you walk down that road of illumination, that's it. There's no more going back. And this is why I so appreciate the journey. Yes, the journey is hard, but I appreciate it all the same. All right. Next card that we've got is I am at peace with myself. These cards really speak volumes. I really, really do love this deck. And I feel it's just so appropriate right now. Trying to find the inner peace, even when people are trying to mess with it. And we have got I am healthy. So, looking after yourself, taking care of your diet, giving up certain foods, drinking more water. You got your immune system on point. And you're just about your wellness, your health and wellness, all right? Picking up on a lot of energy of just being healthy and well within yourself. This is not just, because it's giving me this kind of feeling of like, rest now. Rest, this is the rest period. Because that, the battle is going to begin. It's all right, hold on a minute, hold your horses. I need to just chill, yeah? I need time to kind of like gather myself up. So, this is really feeling like, rest now, battle later. Rest now, work later. Rest now, and just graft, work, get into it later. All right? Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. Right. Let's get some messages from Spirit Animal. See what we've got going on. Taking time out for all the toxic bullshit, man. Gosh, it's like, can't you lot just leave me alone? The love of your energy, the love of your light is like heroin to them. You are a drug to some people. Don't think you realise. That's why I said this journey is more than what you think, You're not just a divine feminine, you're more than that. You are more than that. And we have got the turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. This is what I'm saying. Chill, calm down. And I love this as well. Turtles are one of my favorite beautiful sea creatures as well. And I just feel, it reminds me of that that fable, the fox and the turtle, the tortoise and the fox. When they were doing the race and the fox thought he'd try and be really clever. And in the end, it was the tortoise that won. You know what I'm saying? So you will get there. Just because, all right, you may, I've always said this, you may have wanted to sort of like, you know, get to do something with, say, like a business, just say, all right? Because I know that everybody right now is thinking about, what do I need to do to make an income? I know it's not all about the money, but it's about the comfortability and the security that you need for yourself, because you need to secure your home before you can venture outside and do anything else, all right? Because your place of abode needs to be on point. And I know that sometimes you want to do like something and you're trying to manifest it, you're trying to bring it in now. But you know how it goes with divine timing, all right? It's just that, as always, you've got to look at it, you've got to look at the bigger picture, where there could be certain people that surround you that's looking in your business. They're trying to see what you're doing. They're looking at your notes. They're looking at this. They're looking at that. And sometimes you have to be very silent and slower on purpose, so that they'll think, oh, she ain't doing shit. Look at her. And all that business, all right? And this time, you've already won, all right? You've already won the race. We've got frog spirit, clear out the clutter. This is why sometimes you have to just be patient. Because remember what I said about divine timing. People are ready to take your stuff, all right? Take your ideas, clear out the clutter. Your vibrations are going to tell, your intuition is going to tell you who is for you and who is not for you. And who are not for you, you're going to show them the door, whether they like it or not. And this is the time of when you have, you know, again, it's like looking at yourself, looking at the situation. It doesn't, sometimes, babes, it doesn't even matter how many years you've been with somebody, or, you know, how long you've been at your job for. If there's toxicity there, you need to keep that thing away from you, because it will infiltrate and sink into your vibes. And then before you know it, you're going to start to pick up on energies that are not your own. And then it's like, hold on, is this me or is this somebody else's? But it's already in your system. Do you see what I'm saying? It's all about cleansing that shit out. So it's not just about your food diet, it's about your people diet too. And then we have got, yay, oh my goodness, take time out. Look how the cards are just coming out, love. And this is also to do with, I love this bear, because this is like a protector. This is also the one that is going to, the beautiful, majestic being that's going to help to give you those boundaries, and where you can put them, those boundaries in place, and give people that look that want to try and come and test you. Don't try it, right? I'm a divine feminine, I'm spiritual, but I'm fucking gangster as well. Don't try it, right? I'm trying to be good. Don't come with your rubbish. Underneath the bottom of the deck, we've got the owl spirit. You see clearly now. Sometimes you have to go down slow down, so that you can see things a lot more clearly. And I have learned that myself, because there were times when, and I still catch myself being like, oh, for fuck's sake, like, I really want this done. I need this done. Like, why is it not working? Because when you know that you've got so much good things going on, you get so excited that the excitement can kind of like make you a bit sort of like irrational, and you need to kind of like have that kind of balance. So it's just really about you making sure that you get a lot of wisdom out from this life experience. Experience the journey, experience your life. And this is why I said at the beginning of the reading, guys, that we're humans, we're having a human experience. So how can you have a human experience if you're trying to rush past it all? And then when you die now, when you transition off, it's like, well, what did you do? When you're like, well, oh yeah, what did I do? I don't even remember, because I was so busy rushing around. I'm not sure. And then you have to go back in and do all that shit again. Do you see what I'm saying? So it doesn't really make no sense. It's really about how now you are within yourself, because you're going to come across people that are going to be in that same position as you were before. And if you are somebody who's going to be giving a lot of wisdom to people, this is where you need to kind of like really work on your own flaws and understand that, we're not all perfect, are we? We're getting there. We're striving towards perfection. We're striving towards to get that kind of sacred sort of like self like activated within ourselves. But the striving alone that's kind of like giving me that kind of anxiety. All right. So it's just about just slowing it down, calming down and just seeing really what is in front of us at the same time. All right, so let's get started with the Cosmos Oracle deck. So that's like the, you know, the back of it. That's like the that's the same. So this is yeah, I've never used this deck before. That's a tarot. All right, I'll leave that there. That could be a message. All right. If not, I will put that straight back. But I feel that I have to because it's also on the owl, and there's yeah. Right. So the oracle deck that we are getting for the cosmos. This is for the collective spirit. Thank you so much. And also just learn to breathe. Breathe. Learn to do those breathing techniques, guys, as well. Definitely. Breathe shit out. Breathe it out. Breathe it out. Breathe it out. Okay, we have got Uranus, passion, indulgence, sexuality. Whoa. This is quite intense. Okay, passion, indulgence, and sexuality. Sometimes this can be a little bit, this is quite a masculine kind of energy. And I feel that with this combination with your divine feminine energies, this is really going to help. I'm not talking about just the sexual side of things, but it's as if like it's really helping you to really step into your power a lot more. This is also great for creativity and action. This is what I'm picking up on, action as well. Because of the masculine side is all about taking action, but with the feminine side it's about creating. I feel that you are certainly ready to take action on your new creations. Definitely, you are definitely there. And 7 again is that spiritual number. You're kind of like also in that vibe of like, yeah, you know it's time. Okay, you're doing a lot of indulging in a lot of books, maybe diving into a lot of research for what you're looking to get into. I'm really picking up a lot of creative stuff. So you definitely do need to know, you know, what it is that you're doing. The sexuality as well. I do feel for some of you, you know, there's moments, especially when you want to sort of like have that kind of release. If you are, for some of you guys, there's no shade here. But some of you also, because I'm also looking on, some of you might be doing some sigil magic as well and using sex magic in order to create, you know, your intentions, you know, for your work. This is part of your, you know, alchemy. This is part of what you do. But whatever it is, you've got a lot of passion for it, though. You have to. You have to have a lot of passion for this. You have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing. You have to. Definitely check that out, yeah. And check out what sign that you've got in Uranus as well, definitely. Okay, the next oracle card that we have got. The collective is binary system, coexistence, gravity, harmony. This is what I'm talking about. And with 13 as well, this is about your transformation, divine feminine, and really getting into balance, as I said, with the masculine energies as well. Trying to get that balance, trying to be not so much one-sided. We're going to definitely need to be in that kind of energy of being very balanced, because we're dealing with a lot of shit right now. And this is what I'm saying. Sometimes you need to sort of like come out from the chaos in order to sort of like get grounded and to sort of balance yourself out as well. All right. Coexistence, definitely with other people, co-creating with the universe as well. And I just feel there's just so much alignment that's going on here. I don't see this as like a struggle. I don't see it at all. I just see it as is that you taking action, certainly, especially with this Uranus card, to be more aligned with yourself. And it's like, no, I am definitely getting balance. You will definitely agree with this if you are like a Libra. You've got Libra in your chart as well. That's really good stuff. Okay, let's get some tarot. I'm going to leave this to last, guys, because I'm kind of guided to leave that to last. Let's see what we've got going on. Now, again, I've never used this deck before, so we're going to try it out. Let's see what we've got going on. Okay, first up we have got is the Lovers. Wow, Cancer. Family, affection, loved ones, connection. This is what I'm talking about. I just feel that right now, and obviously the Lovers is like the choice card as well. But this is more, I feel that this is about what's going on within you, the way how you are connecting with people. I feel that it's been a bit of a tense one, hasn't it? Okay, I only apply this bit to your, your situation. I just feel that, again, it's like you're wanting to kind of like connect with them, but connect with them in a way that, because it feels to me as if you understand them, but they don't really understand you. But that's okay. All right, that is okay. And for some of you, this is about wanting to kind of like, and picking up on sort of laying down, like laying things to rest, or laying down certain discrepancies, laying them down to rest for once and for all. And I feel that this is a lot of like closing out, a lot of closures. I'm also picking up on remembering loved ones that are passed on. There's a lot of this kind of love that's going on here. And I feel that this is where you need to take the time out. For some of you, you may have actually had a blowout with your relatives. And I feel that this is where you need to just kind of like be in this energy of like, I need to heal from this. What was said to me hurt me a lot. I can't deal with this right now. I need to leave. Okay. And maybe you've just gone out for the rest of the day and it's just like, I need to fucking get away. Or you booked yourself into a hotel, bought a bottle of wine, chocolates, ordered some takeaway, and you're just going to stuff yourself. It's okay. Sometimes we just need to just get out of that kind of, norm and just be somewhere else out, where nobody can't reach you. You've got your phone off. If you could go into another dimension through a portal, you would have done that a long time ago. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay. The next card that we've got. Ooh. Sorry, guys. These cards are very, very, very slidey. As I've only just used them, so I find them very, very slidey. So I'm just trying to kind of have a bit of control of them so they're not going all over the place. Whoa. All right. Okay. This card is saying something as well. All right. Fair enough. Do you know, I'm just picking up something of where somebody is like sort of really kind of, for some, this may not apply to everybody, but it's like somebody's really just trying to sort of like, it's like they're trying to understand you. But I feel for some of you, it's like you're saying it's a bit too late. Just, this is just for, one or two of you. All right, the next card that we have got, what is this? We have got Ursa Minor, identity, essential nature, awareness, but it came out in the reverse. So I do feel for some of you guys that it's just you trying to kind of get to find out who you are a little bit more. All right. And this is why it's important for you to kind of like be by yourself. I feel that you just definitely need to be alone right now. So that it's not really going to be, I just feel that you just don't really want to be snapping your head off at people. Snapping your head off or snapping other people's heads off? Well, snapping other people's heads off, isn't it? I feel that this is what's going on, okay? As time's going on, I feel that also what I'm picking up here as well is you're just questioning about the journey. You're just questioning about, well, what does it really mean for me right now? I've not been in contact with my DM for a very long time. And I'm hearing like, where is the harmony in that? Nobody, knows how these things are going to go apart from the divine. Okay. However long this takes for this separation to be, that is literally down to divine timing. Whatever's going on with the person that you're dealing with, they may seriously be going through their own stuff and not able to reach out. But you have to just make sure that you're working on yourself. And I feel that because of that, it's brought you to this kind of like thing of like, well, how do I identify myself as now? What does that mean? Like, where do I go from here now? If I feel that I have literally detached myself from his energy or her energy, and I'm literally now, totally single by myself, what does that mean? All right, and I just feel that this is where you are, just trying to get those answers out. We have got the Hierophant, Taurus, traditional ideology, systems and ownership. You need to put yourself to God. That's what you need to do. Put yourself up to God. Whenever you're in this kind of energy, right now, you make sure that you hold on to your faith. Make sure that you are committed. Because I'm also picking up that, you know, no matter what happens, even if you are not with your, divine counterpart, you know that you're there in union in the 5D. But this is where it gets to the point of where you've got to understand that you came here for a reason. Yes, it would be really lovely to have your partner there, the person that you really want to be with. But sometimes that isn't so. And I feel that the way how things are going, especially going into next year, you've realised, babes, I've got to move on. Because you've answered the call. If you didn't answer the call, you still would have been attached to him and watching the karmic and still going around on a hamster wheel. All right? But you've answered the call. You're committed to the journey. You're committed to, you realise you're aware as well about the state of this world and how important it is that we all stick together and we need each other. Your DM, yeah, they're covered. Of course they are. But it's just that right now, they're doing them and you have to do you. You can't wait for them for a billion years. You know what I mean? If you did, oh my goodness. But anyway, you know what I'm saying, all right? It's that time. We have got Vulpecula, entrapment, liability, deception. This is where you were before, all right? The illusion. You're trying to break free from all of that shit, right? You're trying to see, remember what I said about the fox? But this is the fox and the, it looks like a swan or something, all right? Don't be so vulnerable. And I feel that, don't, listen, sometimes, you know, I'm like, for some of you, you may feel, I'm just picking up on one or two energies, which, you know, you feel foolish. Like, why did I feel like such a fool. Looking back, I feel like such a fool for believing that he was the one or she was the one and this is and the other. Don't allow yourself to fall into that entrapment of deception. It's just that, yes, you wasn't aware of it at the time, but you became illuminated. Remember, we're going through various levels of illumination and awakenings and tower moments. It was just that moment. And thank goodness that you woke up, because you'd still have been fast asleep, right? What is this now? Oh, my goodness. Oh, dear. Here we go. Foolishness, anxiety, and reluctance. Oh, dear. So I'm saying, guys, this card is Cephas. I can hardly see it. It's in such a way. So this is what we're trying to avoid. This is giving me like the Seven of Swords, you know, where you feel a bit of a fool. You feel like, you know, again, with this feeling of like, oh, how could I have been so idiotic? You see like the expressions of what's going on, you know, with this card, which I've never seen before. You know, it's not all doom and gloom. You have the power to transmute this energy. But in order for you to do that, you need to take time out. You've got to remember that you're healthy, you're blessed, you're golden, you're protected, you're loved. Anytime that you've got any problems, know that your ancestors are there. All right. Now, this card, remember, this is the card that fell on top of the owl spirit. All right. What is this now? Lacerta and Musca. Transition, renewal, evolution. You see that? Do you see that card? And it dropped right on the owl spirit. That is where you're going to get your wisdom from. All right. You're transitioning. You are. This is the paradigm shift. You're just renewing yourself. You're upgrading yourself. You are evolving divine feminine. All right. This is you know, it is what it is. I keep saying it is what it is, but no, it's the way how things are going, where you're stepping away from the, you know, that kind of label. You're stepping away from the ideologies of what that typical twin flame energy is, or, you know, the kind of typical relationship style, the stereotype. It's not even about that anymore. I feel since I've been in this journey, it's more than a stereotype. It's a lot more than that. And that's why I said to you earlier on, you're more than just a divine feminine. You see how the way this card was on top of the Owl Spirit, and I had to leave that to last. I'm thankful for that, because this is where you are now. This is where you need to be understanding yourself, and you will. All right, there's a lot of endings. Yeah, painful. Of course they are. But there's some beautiful, amazing new beginnings. And at the bottom of the deck, what have we got? We've got Libras. End of nativity, truth, revelation. I'm not lying. All right. Oh, this is a bit, what is this? Oh dear, it's got this dog with the hair. I don't like that. It's a bit thing. I like dogs and I like rabbits. And rabbit is my Chinese zodiac sign. Oh goodness. So I've never seen this these decks before. So yeah, but just very quickly, that is the Libras. I'm just butchering the names, aren't I? Oh God. And I ain't got my glasses on, so I can't see anything for shit. Oh my God. Okay, so we've got, yeah, end of nativity. Oh, being naive, basically. Naivety, truth, and revelation. So remember what you said. Remember what I said to you about being foolish and about the illusion. All right, being deceived and, oh, how could I have been such an idiot? No. All right, now you know the truth. You know the truth about some people. You know the truth about the way how oh, where am I going to put this? Oh, I'll just put it there. You know the truth about the way how the situation is. And look at that. Did you see that card slide? Because it's sliding all over the place. Look at that. Look at that. So that's the ending part now, the revelation, yeah? Like the book of Revelations. And we've got Aries. Look at that. The Magician. Major Arcana, the Magician. This is you. Leadership, impulse, innovation, opportunity. This is the upgrade of you, Divine Feminine. You see that? Right there in your face, the Magician card. That's where you are. That's where you want to be. This is where you want to get to. All right? Don't let nobody turn and tell you any rubbish. You got it going on. You know your stuff. You know what time it is. You know what to do with your life. All right? It's all about, you know, you at the end of the day, and the way how you connect with other people, the way how you connect with yourself, the way how you connect with your tribe, the way how you connect with God at the end of the day. The moment that you put yourself, you see this card, God, this Hierophant card, after all of the you know, the doom and gloom and everything, the moment that I feel that you held on to this changed everything. 5 is all about changes as well. Remember, 2021 is year number 5 in numerology, and 5 is all about the conflict, the chaos, and the struggles. It's also about the commitment and the changes as well. And the choice that you make to either have the chaos, you know, the struggles, the conflict, or the commitment, it's up to you. You've got that choice to make. And I feel that what this is saying here from these cards is that you've made the right decision, because this is where you've ended up as a magician. Guys, this is where I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm so happy for everybody. I think the other day when I got really happy over a reading, I ended up giving myself a headache, and yeah, I wasn't able to come on and do a reading for you guys. But I'm getting a lot of exciting energies at the moment, and my vibes and the frequencies, high vibing every second. It's as if I've taken drugs, and I haven't. All right, it's just that natural high. I am aware of the situation, and I'm not trying to disparage it in any way whatsoever, okay? But it's just my way of dealing with adversities and challenges and threats. All right, it's just me. That's how I am. That's how I do. I've always been like that. I'm not going to turn and sit down and be no wimp for nobody. Okay, I never came into this world to be a wimp, but a warrior. All right, and this is where I'm going to love you guys and leave you. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Divine Feminines, I will see you guys very soon. Take care of yourselves.